Hey friends, what's up? Philip here with Points of Philip. And I'm actually here because I was scrolling through Reddit today and I came across what I initially thought was the stupidest premium credit card I've ever seen. Even more stupid than the MasterCard Black Card and the Gold Card and all those stupid, way overpriced cards. But the more I dove into it, the more I think that it kind of might be one of the most premium cards that are worth putting in your wallet. But the problem is you can't get it. Before we get too far into it, though, I do want to ask you guys to like and subscribe. Doing that helps me and YouTube know that what I'm doing is helpful for people like you. And of course, then that means that more and more people can view the content, something I really appreciate. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into, well, the Porsche card or Porsche card. Let me know in the comments below which one is right. But before we get too far into it, and I want to get into kind of the marketing of this card because it's really, really, well, it's very Porsche. So let's look into it. So this is the main page. You can kind of see, first of all, that there's a black version of the card because, of course, there is. There's also an orange version. There's a multiple different ones, but business customers can only get the black version. But um, damn, that just looks good. It looks good. Okay, so this is clearly the whole marketing point of this card is that, well, it looks good and you will look good. So the only thing that's bad about this card, I'm going to go ahead and go back into this, is it's not available for customers in the United States. It's only available to customers in Germany. And so this actually is something that we can't have yet. Hopefully, maybe down the road. But it's really interesting. They're just kind of really leaning into the whole Porsche idea. So let's look into it. So basically, the new Porsche card, feel Porsche in every moment. So a smile when looking for a parking space, a quiet triumph when charging or refueling, feelings of happiness at the terminal, good spirits in the shopping crowd. Sounds unusual, but it will soon be your reality. Because for us, moments of luxury are not something special, but a part of everyday life. Discover the unmistakable Porsche spirit in a credit card with an iconic design. So we're going to get into the benefits, but I do want to take a look first of all at the different colors. So we do have black is here. There's green, there's gray, there's maroon, probably orange, navy, and then red. So you do have a lot of different options for this particular card. Now let's get into first of all the annual fee, and that's going to be 356 euros a year, and that's expensive, folks. That is expensive, but this does get you access to a Visa Infinite credit card. And so Visa Infinite credit cards give you a whole bunch of benefits on their own, but Porsche has decided to kind of inject a lot of different Porsche specific benefits that are pretty interesting. So we do have charging integration and cashback. So simply, basically, your Porsche card also serves as a charging card. Simply authenticate and charge the attractive Porsche charging service rate. Honestly, that's just a bunch of marketing fluff for you can use your credit card to pay for charging, which you can use every single credit card to pay for charging. However, this one gets you 10% cash back on your up to $50 off per year. And so 50 euros off, sorry, not dollars. Now, here's where things get kind of interesting and kind of Porsche specific. So you do also get Avis Priority Airport parking, which is exclusive for Porsche card holders. This means you can park your Porsche for up to 3 days free of charge at Germany's largest airports without having to search for a parking space and start your journey with greater comfort. So essentially, basically, you can drive your Porsche to the airport, pay with your card, get 3 days of parking for free with this Avis Priority Airport parking. I'm not familiar with the program, but it's probably through Avis and it's probably priority parking. So that sounds cool. Car rental with Avis President's Club. Now, this is really huge because Avis President's Club is actually really good if you're trying to get some kind of upgrades and things like that. But it's very, very, very hard to get, particularly with credit cards. There's no credit cards. Well, actually, no. There's only one credit card, the United, club card, like the highest card, will get you Avis President's Club status. That is the only there's only a handful of credit cards, I think, that do that. It's very difficult to do, and it's only with United credit cards. So this is kind of big, actually, if you're into working with Avis. They make President's Club very difficult to get. Now, they do have first hour free of this APCOA Flow City parking. Up to 25 parking visits per year. Presumably, that would be worth, a decent chunk. Like if it's, say, it's like $10, an hour or something. I don't know. I don't know. That might be something, that may not be something. Fuel discounts at Shell. So no matter whether or not you're charging your Porsche or you're doing it with petrol, then you are able to save a little bit of money. So essentially, you have a 364 euro gas card, which sure, why not? Now, here's the thing though. A lot of these benefits get really, really progressively more and more interesting the more you kind of get into the whole Porsche of it all. But before we get further into those particular benefits, I want to ask you guys, first of all, to actually go ahead. There's a link in the description below. You can sign up for my newsletter that comes out every Friday morning. And essentially, what that does is I actually like to keep you guys up to date with the latest in points and miles and credit card news. But then I also give you access to the very latest in credit card offers from American Express, Chase, and Capital One. And so a lot of these companies have really, really, really solid credit card offers that reward you either with cash back or points for making purchases. And I always want to try to keep you guys up to date because, well, I'm trying to keep myself up to date as well. And I might as well share with you the research that I'm doing. And so that is kind of what I do on my newsletter. And so that is kind of just something that I'd really like for you guys to sign up for. Additionally, this week, if you would like to sign up for free or 10% off of my credit card consultations, there's a link in the description below. Just use code MEETUP25 at checkout. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into the Porscheification of the Porsche card. So we talked about the mobility stuff. Let's take a look at the lifestyle benefits. Of course, this one throws you priority pass, which is great. It gives 1,700 lounge access, or access to 1,700 lounges, and further travel experiences, including 2 free visits. I'm not sure what. Is it okay? So it's two. Well, it's okay. So it's party pass with 2 free visits. That doesn't sound so nice, unless I'm reading that wrong. Cash back on all credit card transactions. So this is kind of where things get a little hairy, at least for those in the United States. You get a refund of 0.25% of your eligible card spending with no limit. So 0.25% cash back in the form of a refund, apparently. Now, they also have access to the Visa Luxury Hotel Collection. That's just because it's a Visa Infinite card. It's nothing terribly special. But then you get into some interesting things. So there's this Outlet City Messingen gold status. So apparently this is a kind of a store that seems to, and you can have gold status with them that gives you exclusive advantages, which is pretty interesting, right? Okay. So we're kind of trying to use it for shopping, for driving. Now, here's where things get very, very Porsche. So, having this card gets you access to Porsche Liquid Flat, which essentially says if necessary, drive to your Porsche center and have your engine oil, windshield washer fluid, or coolant topped up. With a Porsche Card's Liquid Flat service, your Porsche is always optimally maintained. So now, if you just get like a Honda, you could probably get your fluids topped up at most other places anyway. So that doesn't really get you too much interesting, but here's where things get a lot more interesting. So, Porsche ICE Experience one-to-one training. As part of your Porsche ICE Experience, you will receive a 1-hour personalized driving training session with an experienced instructor, subject to availability, efficient, intensive, and exclusive to Porsche card holders. So you can have an hour of ICE driving training with your Porsche, which honestly, that's kind of huge. I love that. That's so cool. Then you get Porsche Travel Experience Turbo Upgrade. So it says, make your trip unforgettable with a free upgrade to a turbo model. As a Porsche card holder, you can enjoy more dynamism, more power, and pure driving pleasure with every Porsche travel experience. So I'm not sure what this is. Presumably, it's some kind of a travel like rental feature or something. But you get a free upgrade to a turbo car. So yeah, you're gonna go fast. And then this is weird too. Free admission to the Porsche Museum. So immerse yourself in the fascinating world of Porsche and experience the brand's history up close. So this is interesting. So this is probably what, 5-10 euros a person difference, but it's cool. Like, excuse me, I'm part of the Porsche members club, and I get the free Porsche Museum access. That's why you get the card. Now you get Porsche Design and Porsche Lifestyle shopping benefits. With the Porsche card, receive 10% discount on your purchase at Porsche Design. I would never use this. The Porsche Design stuff is they do look pretty. I think there's a Porsche Design hard drive even that you can buy. They do look pretty, but it's not something that I would consider or care about. Now, this is kind of interesting too. Porsche Tennis Grand Prix discount. So experience the Porsche Tennis Grand Prix up close, enjoy exciting matches live, and take a look behind the scenes with a VIP tour just for holding the card. With a Porsche card, you receive a 10% discount on up to 2 tickets. So that's nice. Now, the peace of mind stuff, you get some standard stuff, but there's some actually interesting things here that I think warrant discussion. So we're going to take a look at the travel cancellation protection. So you and your family are up to three people. I saw what that that meant. Comprehensively protected by trip cancellation and interruption insurance. And so that's nice. Travel health insurance. Now, this is actually kind of huge. Travel health insurance most doesn't come with any credit cards in the United States. You do have to actually get travel insurance in order to get that sort of benefit. And so that's kind of a big deal. Protection for household appliances. So basically, you enjoy comprehensive coverage for all electrical appliances purchased for your household for up to 12 months beyond the manufacturer's warranty. Now, it doesn't say purchase on the card, but I can assume that that's what they mean. Now, they also have purchase protection. Purchases are protected against theft and damage for 90 days after purchase. So that's pretty good. And here's this is huge, car key protection. So, for those of you that don't know, these keys are incredibly expensive. Now, for those of you that have kind of a modern day car, these car keys can be really expensive, right? So they can be, several $100s, but then the Porsche keys can be, a lot too. As a Porsche card holder, you are covered in the event of losing your car key. The car key protection covers loss, theft, and damage to your car key, even if it has been left in the vehicle. So, this that can be pretty important if you're someone who has, like, maybe you forgot your key or you lost it somewhere, or maybe you stepped on it and rolled over it onto your Porsche. You can get it sounds like you can get a free key. That can be a big deal. Then there's also rental car insurance and deductible reduction, which is great. But the pièce de resistance of this card here, traffic legal protection. So you're going to be driving a Porsche. You know you're going to be going fast. Your Porsche card has got you covered. So that the joy of driving always remains. As a Porsche card holder, you automatically benefit from traffic legal protection, not only in Germany but throughout Europe for first class protection. So this is amazing. So presumably, if you get caught speeding and you're not supposed to be speeding, they will help you fight that particular ticket. So that's pretty interesting. Now, and then of course you have Apple Pay, which sure. Seamless integration of the My Porsche app for those of you that have been really, really wanting that particular thing. And then, and they advertise that you can actually get access to your credit line immediately with a virtual card. So wow, that's wild. So then Visa Infinite is confirmed here. Apple Key is great. And then, so all these wonderful things. So, so this is a solid card, but again, it's something that we probably will never ever be able to get just because, well, most of us probably aren't in Germany, unless if you are someone who's watching in Germany, let me know in the comment section below, and we can kind of figure out, whether or not it's worth me moving to Germany to be able to get this particular card. But anyway, so it strikes me as kind of a weird card. It definitely doesn't earn that well. It might for a European credit card, but definitely doesn't earn well compared to an American credit card, right? And so that's worth considering. But it does have a lot of really good Porsche specific benefits that I think might make it worthwhile. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and I can't wait to hear what you guys have to think. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me, and I can't wait to see you guys until next time. Have a great day. Bye.